We're back in Philadelphia with one of tonight's speakers, Senator Chuck Schumer of New York. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Jerry. Great to be here.
Interesting night.
Yes.
You talked in your speech, as many of tonight's speakers did, about introducing Hillary Clinton, your friend, to the public. You also talked about middle-class economics. That's what I wanted to ask you about.
Sure.
The people you were talking about, the factory workers around America, are the people that Donald Trump has in his crosshairs. He is after white working-class Americans. How do you keep Donald Trump away from those people?
Be positive. If you look, there are two visions of the American soul. The average middle-class person, and not just the white factory worker, but, you know, the insurance salesman who makes $60,000, $70,000 a year. They're worried about the future. The American dream is simply put by Americans. It means if I work hard, I'll be doing better 10 years from now than I'm doing today, and my kids will be doing still better than me. When people begin to doubt that, they start worrying. The question is a positive vision or a negative vision going to win them over? We believe we have a positive vision, making it easier to pay for college. Here's how we're going to do it. Making sure that there's adequate retirement, and you can retire on more than just the meager Social Security. We're going to make that happen. Child care for middle-class people. Now, the Republican vision is not simply, they don't state their real vision. Free up corporate America and they'll help you. They sort of are negative. Blame this person, blame that group, blame this, blame that. I believe that Americans are a positive, optimistic people. And appealing to that, those better angels, as Abraham Lincoln would have called it, is going to prevail over the negativity. Negativity, name-calling, pointing fingers is not going to put one nickel in the pocket of the middle-class family.
You and I have talked over the years about an imaginary middle-class family that you follow, the Baileys.
The Baileys.
Are the Baileys tempted to vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, there's always a temptation to vote for Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, the Baileys vote for who they think is actually going to help them more. And at the end of this election, I think overwhelmingly, actually, the Baileys will believe it's going to be the Democrats and Hillary Clinton.
A lot of the conversation around this convention, around this town, the first 2 days has been about the Bernie Sanders movement. There was a lot of venting, I think it's fair to say, by the Sanders people. Is it over? Is it ended?
It's not over, but it's gradually trending down. Bernie Sanders himself told me probably a third of his supporters who came here thought he'd actually win. So there's a natural letdown.
Yeah.
But Bernie is a constructive person. He knows the importance of winning. And as you saw in his speech last night, and we're going to see a lot more of it, and I talk to him all the time, he is going to both try to keep his movement intact, and he's caused a renewed focus on the middle class, on working people, but at the same time make sure that they support Hillary Clinton. And I believe at the end of the day, more than 95% of Bernie Sanders supporters will vote for Hillary Clinton, not the Green Party, not stay home. Yeah. And a good portion of them will end up working for Hillary.
You know, you also use
But it's a process.
Yeah. There are two other words you use in your speech tonight: immigration reform. 4 years ago, that was a sort of a bipartisan idea. Everybody was kind of for immigration reform. Yep. Now it's become a very contentious idea. How can it be a winning argument for Democrats?
Make sure people know, when people hear to this day what's actually in our bill, more people at the border than anyone's ever asked for, not an amnesty, but a 10-year path to citizenship where you have to work, admit wrongdoing, pay a fine, go to the back of the line and learn English. They're for our bill. Yeah. And I think you will see that the Donald Trump / Republican new attitude, wasn't so much the old attitude, is going to hurt them badly in this election, not only with Hispanics, but with the largest age cohort this time in voting, which will be the millennials. The millennials were brought up in a less bigoted world than you and I were brought up in. They don't like the smell of discrimination that they smell coming out of the other side. And it's going to push them to vote for us in bigger numbers than people think, and in certainly by 10 or 12 points, which could mean the whole election.
Last question. Donald Trump talks about coming into your backyard, New York State, New Jersey, Connecticut. Can he win any of those states?
Hope he spends all his time there. We'll win those states, and then he won't win anything else.
All right, we'll remember that on November. So thanks for coming by. It's been a long day. Interesting
Jerry,
one, though.
Great to see you.
Appreciate it very
Thanks.
much.